I get locked down, but I'll go out again just as soon as things calm down. I get locked down, but I'll go out again just as soon as things calm down.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle.
What's this I hear you say? An extra review?
Why, yes it is.
During this time, I'm putting out some extra content just to do my bit in a small way.
A very small way, considering we're gonna be talking about a motorized action pack. So this is a mini review in more ways than one.
For those of you unfamiliar, the motorized action packs were released in 1987 as a new subset of toys. Their gimmick was that they were wind-up toys, basically, that doubled as backpacks.
And today, we'll be looking at one of them.
So meet the radar station. This, thing was released in 1987 with all original parts. Well, I guess it has parts, moving ones even, but they aren't removable.
Well, not without a hammer anyway.
The first thing to note about this thing, and every action pack really, is that they make freaking lousy backpacks. You can get a figure to stand up with one, if he's extremely hunched over, but it's not a good look. Hell, that's the world's worst hernia waiting to happen.
It's not the most back-breaking pack they ever came up with, though.
Oh no, that honor goes to the Sonic Fighters backpacks. Ye gods, miniaturization technology was not very advanced in 1990. So much bulk to produce some sound, while nowadays we've got phones that are smaller.
I will say one thing for this thing, though. It's still ticking. That's 30 years, still with the original batteries. Damn. But back to the radar station.
Using a figure stand helps the figure stand straight, but it doesn't look natural. So, seeing all this, my best advice with the radar station is to just ignore it's supposed to also be a backpack.
We should concentrate on the primary function itself.
To transform it from backpack to station, you fold out 3 little legs. If the thing didn't look so stupid as a backpack, this would be a neat feature. As for the radar station itself, there's some nice detailing there, with lots of buttons on the front and textures on the side and back. Surprisingly, for a toy this small, it even came with a sticker sheet to add detail. It has a good color scheme, mostly tan with silver moving parts, i.e. the legs and dish, which is also nicely detailed with a mesh and stripes.
Ah yes, the dish. Now we come to the action feature.
Now, most action packs had a wind-up knob, but not the radar station. The dish is the part you twist to wind the toy up. I find this to be a much more elegant solution to integrate the mechanism into the design, instead of having it stand out like a sore thumb. So you wind it up, and the radar dish will move, but so will the radar screen in the middle. Oh, and there's an on-off switch so you can keep it wound up. Oh, and if I want to get really nitpicky,
and I do,
the way the radar screen moves is wrong. The dots should be stationary, while only the sweeping line should move. I suppose they could have added a stationary panel made of translucent plastic with the dots on them, and the line behind it on a moving part.
But I suspect that would be going over budget for this little thing.
All in all though, it's not a bad little toy. And like the small playsets, it helps build the whole world of G.I.Joe. Putting a field radar kit with one of these really adds to the play experience. Lastly, I want to briefly talk about the packaging.
This won't be a toy art talk, just a couple of observations.
Firstly, the action packs didn't get individual cards. There was one for the Joe ones and one for Cobra, showcasing all of them. Secondly, in case of the radar station, both the art and the photos on the back feature a prototype, not the final product, as the sticker for the radar display itself is quite different from the final toy.
Finally, this card annoyed the hell out of me as a kid.
Why, you may ask? Look who's operating the radar, both on the art and in the pictures. It's Sneak Peek version 1. Do you want to know what figure wasn't released in Europe?
Frickin' Sneak Peek version 1!
So, as a kid, I didn't know who this guy was, and I couldn't find him in stores. That was frustrating. Though we did later get a European exclusive Tiger Force version, so it all balances out, I guess. And that was the radar station. Overall, a cool little world-building addition to the Joe line, as long as you ignore the backpack feature. I hope you enjoyed this little extra mini-review.
Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?
I get locked down, but I'll go out again just as soon as things calm down. I get locked down, but I'll go out again just as soon as things calm down.